The world of startups and entrepreneurship is honestly so disappointing once you get into it. Now, I'm still brand new to this and I've only been involved in the startup game formally for about a year, but there's three main things that I've learned that have been pretty disappointing about founders and entrepreneurship in general. Point number one is I think there's about 1,000 founders to every problem that actually gets solved. Yes, AI and technology are changing like crazy, but we live in a pretty good world where all of our big problems are solved. And the supply of problems that still need to be solved to the demand of people who want to be founders is not even close to balanced. And we've so over glorified the role of a founder and a CEO and somebody building something that we're trying to convince people that a problem exists or create a problem just so we can solve it. Point number two is pretty closely related to that, but I think most people would rather have a company that has loud vanity metrics, even though they're unsuccessful, than actually being successful, but being quiet. And what I mean by that is the more I get into this and the more people I get connected to, you will hear so many founders boasting how much money they raised at different startups that they've been a part of, but nobody seems to be talking about actually like the success of the company or how many employees were able to feed their families because of the problems that were solved. It's kind of just a pissing contest of big numbers, but it doesn't seem like anybody actually sustained growth and was successful for long periods of time. And nobody seems to care about the guy who makes 150K a year and is profitable, but everybody loves the story of someone who raises $10 million in 6 months, but their company is never profitable. And point number three, it is all an art, it's not a science. I get so many comments, just completely conflicting advice in my TikTok comment section, but everybody is so convinced that they're right, even if they have no context to what they're talking about. No one knows what's going to work. No one knows the ultimate path. There is no ultimate source of truth for any timelines. But the funding money typically just goes to some of the loudest people who can instill confidence. And success typically seems to follow narcissism and egos over being genuine and realistic. It's kind of some BS mix of who's got a fancy resume and says they're going to 10x money in a year versus somebody who actually has a thoughtful plan and is going to build over time. Now, I don't really know what I was expecting or hoping from the startup community, but I don't know, this whole game just seems a little bit disappointing.